That pretty much sums it up. I will say that at our first period report, the chancellor's office reported that there are 21 districts in stabilization for the current fiscal year. That does not include us because we did not report that we're going to be in stabilization to the chancellor's office yet. And then I know that there was one other district that didn't report. So probably by the time we get to the end of the fiscal year, there will be at least 23, if not more, districts in stabilization, which is the largest number, I think, on a statewide basis that have ever been in stabilization. So it is not something new to us, but it is something very concerning knowing that currently the only additional revenue that is slated for our unrestricted general fund next year is COLA at 0.47%, which is about $530,000 for us, and our committed expenditures, as well as the hiring of 25 new faculty, go well beyond that $530,000 in additional revenue we're going to receive. So.
Questions from comments from the board? Well, that's depressing.
That was sobering.
And on that happy note,
Peaks and valleys, folks, peaks and valleys. So this was an informational item. However, there is an action item which follows, which is 8.3. That item is that the Board of Trustees approve the 2015-16 second quarterly financial status report for the district and authorize transmittal of the report to the Chancellor's Office of the Community College District. I would entertain a motion to do that.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Zia made the motion. Trustee Archuleta seconded the motion. I presume Trustees Baxter and Kellogg are asleep by now because they haven't made any motions or oh, okay, sorry. Any more discussion? Then we'll take a roll call vote.
Irma Archuleta.
Aye.
Virginia Baxter.
Aye.
Jeff Kellogg.
aye.
Doug Otto.
Aye.
And Sunny Zia.
Aye.
Okay, passes unanimously. We are now at item number 9, which is reports, and I know we have one of our bargaining unit presidents here, the AFT bargaining unit president. I would be happy to move your comments up to now if you would like, and if we have any other, I think Karen left, and I think that Janae announced that she had to leave. Here's the way this works. It's really impossible to move this up into the period where people are commenting on agenda items because they're all action items up till this point in the agenda. And it gets very confusing as to what's to go on, and maybe what we ought to do is talk offline about the best way to get you guys out of here as early as you want to be out of here, but according to proper procedure. So if you'd like to speak now, you can. If you want to wait until we finish with these other reports, I'm sure you want to really hear what the President of the Academic Senate's going to say and what the student trustees can. Oh, go ahead, Thomas.
Good evening, Board of President Otto, Board of Trustees, President Oakley, staff, members, and all the public that's left in here for this long meeting. My name is Thomas Hamilton. I'm an AFT president, and I represent the classified employees here at Long Beach City College. And seeing that I'm the long roof, I'll get the whole 15 minutes so I can bring a bottle of water up while I make my presentation. So anyway, about 3 years ago when I first got this position, I was talking with another president, and they said to me, Thomas, never miss an opportunity to say nothing. I thought that was very interesting, okay? But tonight I want to speak on 3 words, okay? First of all, group. It's described as a number of individuals collectively. I think, yes, we are a group. A group back in 2010, classified employees took 15 furlough days to help out the district as far as like in a financial shortfall. A group of 400 classified employees again took a hit in 2012 because of lack of funds and lack of work. And we supported the district with reduction of hours, layoffs, and even forced retirements as far as for some of our members to accommodate the district in order to take care of a 5.3 shortfall as far as in revenue. Again, in 2013, the group took a hit because of reorganization as far as like throughout the district, as far as with job loss and some additional reductions. Interest supports goals, ideas, a mission, or an agenda. And yes, we have an interest. And the biggest one is the success of our students. We are Chi CCA NAFT. We are 1,600 strong, union-carrying, registered voters. And what we do here at LBCC, we turn on the lights, we open the door, we take care of the screens, we maintain the grounds, the pools, and everything else, which we alluded to and talked about earlier, about how successful our sports programs are. The success of those programs are non-existent is without the collective bargaining and the collective joint efforts with all three of these bargaining units. Collectively, we cut the pathways to show the interests of our students and goals and educate the young and old minds to better way of thinking and acting. Bless you. In addition, we also ask them to treat everybody with respect and those that they come in contact with throughout their lifetimes. We show them the pathways to success and teach them to educate on how to obtain their goals. And we make them promise to work hard, make the sacrifices necessary in order to accomplish their goals and to fit their agendas. So now if we can do this without having to have day-to-day instructions on how to do this, and we can do this every day, and it has been done, and we know why we're here, so I guess that does make us special.
Thank you. Oops. Thank you, and I was going to say give me 5, but you didn't even give me 5, much less 15, so thanks. Okay, back to item number 9, Academic Senate President. Is there any report, my dear?
Yes, I have a short report. As it's been mentioned several times this evening, we are going to be hiring 25 new faculty. And what that means is that many of our faculty and administrators are going to be extremely busy in the next few months in the hiring process. And to start the hiring process, we do a lot of training, and I want to thank Vice President Delgadio for collaborating with the statewide and local senates in bringing David Morse and working with our local Senate Executive Member Marshall Fulbright to help conduct EEO, Equal Employment Opportunity Training, to emphasize diversity so that we are working to do our best to hire the best and most diverse faculty that we can possibly hire. So I want to thank you for that and for allowing that collaboration to take place. It's very successful, and I'm hearing nothing but rave reviews from the folks who are going through the training. So thank you. And then I want to just piggyback very quickly on the student success report that was given this evening. I want to thank the board for bringing forward the opportunity for people to highlight what they do in their efforts towards student success. And as a faculty member, it's my privilege to get to watch what our administrators and faculty are doing for our students, and it's nothing short of miraculous. So I want to also thank and congratulate Randy Tutorp for the work that he does as our athletic director, and for the work that he does with our many faculty within the athletic and kinesiology area. And then the other report that we heard this evening, I want to thank Noel Corral for his innovation in putting together the idea of teams. And I think that's one of the best ideas that we've heard in a long time, a team to support our faculty. So I just want to say thank you for that and your efforts in that area. And I also want to say that the faculty are working very hard in the planning process of working on different ways to support our students. And Noel mentioned, again, the Major Declaration Day. There was a group of faculty that came from the planning process that sort of visioned that day, and that same group of faculty is working very hard now that we have a better way to identify our majors. how do we support them? So I want to assure the board that there is a lot of effort going on, and one of the models that we're looking at is the athletic model, studying it to see how we can translate that model into utilization for our everyday student, as well as other models like mentoring and projects like that. So there is a lot of work happening within faculty ranks, working with our administration to figure out how we can best serve our students in that manner. So thank you.
Okay, Superintendent President, and I know you've got going to talk about the incident that we had a couple weeks ago on campus.
Yes, I certainly am going to take a little bit of time to talk about the incident. I will begin with my general comments first and end with that, and I know Vice President Gable and Peterson can help me with that, this last item. But first, let me begin by thanking the board for approving of the bond resolution. Speaking for everyone who will be involved, we'll do everything possible to ensure that the public is well aware of the great need here at Long Beach City College, and we will fight for every opportunity to support our students, our faculty, and our staff. And as we all know, our students really do deserve the very best. Second, I want to thank everyone who attended the State of the College. It was a wonderful opportunity to really brag about the work of our faculty and staff and to highlight some great students who really exemplify what Long Beach City College is all about. And it was a great event. I want to thank everyone who was involved in putting it together and making it a great success. And thank you for all the board members who attended and for all of your support. I want to mention that on February 27th at the Pacific Coast campus, Long Beach City College is teaming up for the with Long Beach Moving Forward. We're going to offer a free workshop to provide aid to those who need help with naturalization, particularly those who need help with their DACA status, AB 540 status, or DAPA status. We want to ensure that every member of our community has an opportunity to really be a fully engaged citizen, and I think this is an important step forward, so we're proud to be partners in that and to host it at the Pacific Coast campus. Finally, before the last item, I need to make a quick comment, although most of my colleagues from the full-time faculty are gone at this point. Nonetheless, I'm sure they're all tuning in. On Monday, February 22nd, there was an email sent, and I usually don't comment on the emails that are sent by our full-time faculty union, but in this case, a comment was made that that I took credit myself, as well as for the Long Beach City College Community College District board members, for all the work and all the success of the college. Making no mention of faculty and staff contributions. This couldn't be further from the truth. As many of you who attended the State of the College, I made clear that it's my privilege to represent the work of Long Beach City College faculty and staff. This is something I take very personally. It's disappointing that my good friend and colleague Javier Villaseñor and his team members would actually say this, but nonetheless, it's certainly their right. I just need to go on record saying that nothing could be further from the truth. The success of our college, of the Long Beach College Promise, of every program that's been highlighted over the past 10 years is the work of everyone involved at this college. The classified staff, the faculty, the part-time faculty, the administrators, and the great management team that we have. I am simply the messenger of the great work that we do. It is not my work, it is our work. And I thought that I'd made that pretty clear, but apparently not clear enough. There's also mention that I support a member of the board who is running a campaign. I support every member of the board that's on this dais, and I would say absolutely the greatest things about each and every one of the board members on this dais, because I truly believe that the work of this district is a great tribute to their great vision and their support of not only myself, but of all the faculty and staff at this college. So I stand by those comments, and I stand by the comments I make every day, which is this college is great because of our faculty and staff. With that, the last item I want to report on is recently we had a very disturbing and tragic incident happen to one of our students. First of all, I want to extend my thoughts and prayers and support to the Herrera family, whose daughter was brutally attacked on our campus. I want to ensure that the family knows that we take this very seriously, and personally, as a father of 3 daughters, it is outrageous that anyone would attack a young woman or anyone of our students in this manner. We will and continue to cooperate with Long Beach PD to do everything possible to identify the perpetrator of this outrageous attack. And we certainly welcome Ms. Herrera back to this college if and when she is ready to continue to take classes here, and provide her every opportunity to succeed at Long Beach City College. So with that, I'd like to begin with Anne-Marie Gable, just give a few brief details on the incident that did occur and what's being done with our security apparatus, and then turn it over to Dr. Peterson to talk about what we've done to outreach to the student herself. Anne-Marie?
Thank you, President Oakley. Yes, we did have the strong-arm robbery that occurred on campus outside of the K building here at the Liberal Arts campus at around 9:21 p.m. on February 9th, 2016. The district was notified the very next morning, and shortly thereafter, around 11 a.m., we did send out a district-wide email alert regarding the incident that occurred, giving a general description of the suspect, and more importantly, with reminders to the campus community on tips of how to stay safe, as well as escort service, again, police escort services that we have available for anyone who would like to have someone walk them to their cars. We reiterated that that service is available to anyone at any time. It remains available to anyone at any time, and that safety is one of the top priorities of the campus. We have, in accordance with the Clery Act, we did do the timely warning notification, and then I think now that it's been 10 days later is when all the news media has come about. And so there are some on campus who didn't connect the email that we sent out of the assault with the media coverage that occurred. So it is the same event, and the investigation is currently underway with Long Beach Police Department. It has been turned over to their detective division, and it is still an ongoing investigation on their part. We are supporting Long Beach Police Department in anything that we can do to support them. We are fully cooperating with them, and we will take their lead while they are continuing the investigation.
So when we were notified of the incident the day after, we immediately stepped into responding to the needs of the student. And so we reached out to the student to provide information on the resources that were available. We're able to connect with the student. At that time, the student indicated that she was comfortable to return to classes, and that she did not need services such as the counseling that we have available. When we found out that had changed and she felt no longer in a position to return to classes, we reached out again to her. We were able to connect with her and discuss with her the enrollment process to ensure that she had completed the drop processes so that she would not be penalized in any way for future enrollment. We provide opportunities for other enrollment opportunities, for example, late start courses. Again, we talked about the resources available on campus, including the counseling. At this time, Ms. Herrera has declined those services, but we provide all of our contact information so that they're available at any time that she in the future so deems to want to access them.
That's all I have.
Thank you very much. 9.3, our report of our student trustee.
So, okay. There's a lot of things that I think go through students' minds on campus, whether they come to classes in the morning or in the afternoon. One of them is obviously safety, and it's unfortunate that this incident happened, and I know I've heard a lot of students' concerns on what exactly are we doing to combat this issue, what have we done in the past. So I've been doing my effort in extending those services out to students and making sure that they know that those services are aware to every single student, not just faculty, not just staff, but students as well. So I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about that. So I'm hoping that students become more aware of the resources here, and hopefully that tragic incident never happens here on campus ever again or anywhere nearby. But it's unfortunate that happened, and we need to figure out as a college how to fix this issue and hopefully combat it for the future. But I'd like to use this time to also recognize the board and their responsiveness to both myself as an individual and students as a whole. One of the first things I do outside of board meetings is meet with different student organizations on campus and student groups and discuss what we had discussions about during board meetings. And I get a lot of student input and a lot of feedback on certain issues, and it's really awesome that a lot of their feedback and their concerns are already discussed here at board meetings. So I'm grateful that our board members are aware of issues that are happening on campus, and our vice presidents and our executive team are willing to answer my questions at any time and are cooperative and reactive at the same time. And I'm fortunate that we have such a great college here and a lot of the opportunities that we have here. But yeah, it's running a little bit long, and I'm sorry that I'm going to have to say, but if it's possible, I'm going to have to leave right now. I have a fundraising event. I've been trying to push it off as long as possible, but I think they're making me go right now. But yeah, it's been a great month. We have a lot of events coming up. Welcome Back Week was awesome. Getting ready and started into the next semester, spring semester, and this time around it's going to be a great semester as always. A lot of great events were happening. Crown specifically the week before finals, where students can come out and basically meet with tutors and basically hang out here late in the afternoon, where sometimes it's dark. Our library closes at a certain time, so we have those resources open for students as well. And then it's a great time because we have ASB elections, so sometime in the near future you probably have a new student trustee, so that's exciting. So I'm grateful for the opportunities here, and I'm excited to use this in the future. And I'm just want to give a special thanks to all the executive team and board of trustees for being responsive and cooperative with every single student that I've seen. Thanks.
9.4, Board of Trustees, Trustee Zia.
Thank you. On February 1st, I had the pleasure of attending the California Community College League's legislative conference and advocated for Community College District with our legislators in Sacramento, alongside Trustee Otto and Trustee Kellogg, and with our superintendent Oakley. So it was wonderful. It was a great opportunity to advocate for more Cal Grant support for our community college students and Innovation Fund grants. So hopefully we can push for that and bring that to fruition. On February 8th, I attended the installation ceremony of our newest personnel commissioner, LBCCE AFT appointee, Mr. Uduak Entug. I believe he's the first, I think we've made a history of, I've been told he's the first African American male to be appointed to the Personnel Commission. And it's great to see LBCCD make history and have representation of our student population on the Personnel Commission that reflects our student population. So I want to congratulate our AFT and thank you for that nomination. And on February 10th, the Jewish Federation of Long Beach hosted the Consul General of Israel, and I had the pleasure of attending and inviting my fellow elected officials and dignitaries, my favorite ones. Among the selected group of dignitaries, our very own Trustee Baxter and Luann Bynum, the Vice President of the Board of Harbor Commissioners, attended. So I want to thank them for accepting my invitation to attend the private reception for the Consul General. The Consulate General's office has expressed interest in visiting our college district, and I'm hoping we can welcome him and his team with open arms and look forward to supporting our staff in bringing the visit to fruition. On February 17th, I attended the opening of the new Student Services building at Pacific Coast Campus. It was wonderful to be there. It was a beautiful building, and I'm looking forward to hearing the feedback from our students and our staff. And then lastly, on February 18th, I attended the ASB Student Life event at the Liberal Arts Campus and witnessed the excitement of the students choosing clubs to get involved in. I was pleased to see a brand new geological club. It was great to see, especially as a rock lover, and I'm sure Vice President Long would agree as well. And I want to thank our wonderful student life advisors. They did such a great job, our faculty, our staff, and students, of course, for their hard work in making it such a successful event. Go Vikings. Thank you.
Trustee Archuleta.
Yes, thank you. Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank President Oakley and Vice President Peterson, I'm sorry, for your report. And I just want to say that this is the kind of situation, this unfortunate incident that occurred, this is the type of situation that we fear, that we most fear, and we don't want to occur on our campuses, but unfortunately we can't prevent them from occurring. But I do want to thank you for handling the situation in the manner in which you did, particularly reaching out to the student directly and offering the services. But as Trustee Lomelí mentioned, that the students have shared concern and have shared fear, and I'm wondering if maybe we should consider hosting a forum for the students to talk about what is being done, to maybe have them express what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and then offer them some recommendations in terms of, not just recommendations, but offer them some guidance and advice in terms of how to protect themselves, especially students that are here in the evening and have to walk to their vehicles, alone, how it can be done. Also talking to the faculty maybe about recommending that the students go in teams when they walk to the parking lot, or any other suggestions that they might have to prevent students from, taking such trips to the restroom during breaks, that they do breaks maybe at a certain time so that everyone is kind of out at the same time, and you don't find students traversing the campus alone. So again, thank you for handling the situation in the manner that you did. And anything that we can do as a board to assist you with this, please let us know, okay? And I also want to say thank you for to President Oakley and to the executive team, and also to all the faculty that were involved in putting the State of the College together. It was a wonderful event, and so I really appreciate all the work that was done to highlight and to promote the work that we do here at the college. So thank all that, and we know that it's not just President Oakley that is responsible for the success and the achievements. We know that the staff, the faculty, and everyone from the, custodial services staff to the technicians, everyone Everyone contributes to student success. It's not about just the faculty, it's not just about the executives, it's everyone making an effort to help the students to be successful. Yes, without a clean classroom, without clean bathrooms, all of these things would not make an institution successful and viable if we didn't have everyone working together. So I think everyone merits the credit and deserves the credit. So we acknowledge the work that you do.
Great, thank you very much. Trustee Baxter.
Yes, thank you, President Otto. I have been busy representing Long Beach City College at the following events. Well, first of all, on February 6th, Long Beach City College hosted a conference of 1,000 early childhood education workers at the Best Arts Conference. This is something we've done for the last 8 years, where we offer speakers and workshop opportunities to preschool teachers, people who have children in their home, at a very reasonable rate, and is obviously very, very well attended. Of course, on February 5th, I attend the State of the College Luncheon, and was very pleased with the turnout, and as everyone else has said so far, fantastic results, and very proud of the college, and very proud to have the foundation support that event. Also served hot dogs at PCC and LAC for the welcome back luncheons. Attended the ribbon cutting at the Pacific Coast campus. Also attended the Qingdao dinner, which was Saturday night, and was glad to see Vice President Long there and 3 of our deans, so that was great. Also attended with Trustee Zia the transportation luncheon on Friday, and I want to thank Economic Development and Shetty Weber, who's in the audience, for inviting us to sit at the Long Beach City College table. It was great to hear what's going on at the Port of Long Beach and the importance of our port and the future of our port. Then on last Thursday night, the Culinary Arts Department cooked a dinner, prepared and cooked and served a dinner for 20 of my guests who bid on an auction item. And I can tell you that we should be very proud of our culinary department. They created a beautiful meal, served it beautifully. I want to thank the President's ambassadors who were in the parking lot and helping me, and especially Camille Bolton, who helped just make everybody feel at home, and we had so many positive comments. We actually had 2 reporters from the Press-Telegram, Shirley Wild and Rich Archbold, who were guests, and they were very, very impressed with our Culinary Arts Department, and as well they should be. And then I want to salute the art department. We just recently have renovated the Ware Art Collection in the O2 building, and I want to thank Wendy Koenig, who is a full-time faculty member, and also Trevor, who is the art gallery coordinator, who both volunteered their time and energy to help us put that collection together. Wendy spent an incredible amount of time, as by the way, Karen Roberts, in researching the collection and what the significance of it. And so I want to thank the faculty of the art department. And also I want to say that I have to tell you that in all my endeavors on campus, everyone, the faculty, the classified staff, the administrators, everyone has wanted to help in any way that they could, and I'm very appreciative of all they do. And Thomas, I hope you share that with your members, because I do truly appreciate the classified staff and all that they do for our campus.
Thank you. Trustee Kellogg.
Touched on for all the events that we've had, but again, thank you for everyone with the State of the College luncheon. Every year that gets stronger, and so congratulations to everyone. There was Tom Clark, we mentioned earlier, was honored a few weeks ago at naming over at the shopping center for Bellflower, and it was a nice event, and so it was nice to see former trustee, former mayor, former council member Tom Clark there, and doing well. And then finally, if anyone wants yogurt, the reason why whenever we elected officials here, there's a fundraiser, we immediately all want to go fundraiser. So if you want some yogurt, that's where our student trustee went off to Yogurt Land over at the Lakewood Mall, evidently for 3 different clubs that are putting it on. Because I asked him, I said, what fundraiser? So I said, you should have advertised that. So anyway, that's where he is. And congratulations as we started at the academic with all the different events. So it's always great to see students back on campus and in this place having a lot of life to it. So look forward to the next few months. Thank you.
And very briefly, given in the interest of time, I was in Sacramento to do the legislative summit for the state of California. We visited with a number of assembly members and senators. And then I was in Washington, D.C. At the ACCT meeting where we visited on the Hill with a number of members of Congress, both in the House and in the Senate, all about community college matters. And in fact, I've been invited to go to the White House on the 16th of March to talk about community college issues for a day, and we're trying to arrange a schedule to do that. This is a great day for Long Beach City College. We have come so far in what we've been doing in the last 12 years to improve the lives of our students on this campus, both with facilities and the intellectual and academic things that we have been doing. And in many ways, this is kind of a capstone in and of itself, and I'm thrilled with this vote. However, I remember the 2008 campaign, which I co-chaired with Robert Garcia at that point, and what happened was the work just began after the resolution was passed. And there were many, many nights of late phone calls to residents. There were strategies put together about how to make this bond successful. And so we really have that to look forward to. And I think this is a good night to celebrate, but we need to get up bright and early tomorrow morning and start doing the work that's necessary to make this successful. There is one burning question that remains at this meeting, and that is, so Nevin, are you going to come back after having to sit through this 3.5 hours? I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn in honor of Robert Hayes, who was an assistant golf coach here at Long Beach City College and who passed away on the 8th of February, I believe, and was a longtime member of this community.
Could I add to that, Daisy Hines, who was a full-time nursing instructor, has also passed away.
Okay, great.
So moved.
So moved. We're adjourned. The next meeting is on March 22nd here on the Liberal Arts campus at 5 p.m.